We're going for the skill matchup here by the looks of things. I think KDF were in a difficult situation, right? Because they knew that the Jace was flexed many times before. And so you do have to play around that being in either top lane or mid lane. Can a very proficient Showmaker as well. And so the Camille is sort of picked as like a, well, if it's Jace top, I'm kind of okay, and otherwise I feel all right. We'll see whether he can as we hop onto the Rift here for game 1. Very true. Deft has also had mixed results on this Draven over his career as well. But what we saw when it was Viper playing it last time around, the Draven was, he does struggle into a lot of range, but what you can see on the Quantum Freak side is not a lot of range. Yes, they do have engage range, things like that. Deft has the cleanse, so Glacial Prison not going to be something that he needs to worry about quite as much, and I think he will have a little bit more room to move. We do have Canyon lurking towards this top side, looking for an opportunity. Oh my goodness.
This is how you get the Fiora ahead.
Yeah. And I think he's expecting a, here it is. This counter gank timing is just insane. Dudu is mega dead. As, okay, never mind. Canner is going to be able to pick it up. There's the lunge. That's the first blood. Canyon's brain is so big, Wolf.
He just literally sees the future. We actually need to make sure he hasn't already played this series before.
Yeah.
Heimerdinger just bullying melees.
Yeah.
It's one of those cases again where Bulldog grabs the Heimer ult, uses it.
Well, let's see whether Showmaker is going to be okay. The upgraded grenade is actually fantastic as Permafrost comes in as well. Showmaker walks it off. Never mind.
Yeah, losing Flash here.
Yeah, and in he comes. Let's see whether Taeyun and Jun can get themselves out of this one. There's the Flash. The Twisted Advance comes down. Bramble Smash is great as the grenade comes in, and that is a very dead Lulu. Taeyun trying to offer some damage back as Deft is like, no. You're not entering the lane.
To stop the rotation of the players. So even though Quantum start this first, they can't rejoin.
Oh, Showmaker's going to find Jun. Bulldog fighting him, but as you can see, creates the range, creates the space. As rockets fly in, I think the Quantum Freak's going to have to give this one up. I think they've been stretched too thin. Taeyun with some spare time on that bottom side. Don't throw your lives away in a mismatched team fight as the Draven throws out the Whirling Death. In comes Dudu. Let's see whether they can lock anyone down. The Lulu is going to provide the cash in before she can even do anything as Grand Challenge. We'll get the health bars all the way back up again. And now Young Jae is running away. Bulldog doing the same thing. It looks like it's going to be Boar for dinner tonight as they decide that it's Young Jae that's going to go down. And Canyon will be able to grab that kill. Deft makes his way back towards the bottom side.
With a Zarya who's hoping to have 3 items this game, when the lead is this big, this early, it snowballs even further.
Yeah.
You can see already in the side here at level 9, and we're 12 minutes into the game, and Dudu is struggling to play it.
Yeah. And oftentimes in a lot of matchups like this, right, you'll reach a point naturally where you'll start to win sides, right? And Bulldog is in a lot of trouble, so I'm going to have to hold my thought as he decides that he needs to go in. He's definitely dead. But he decided to do as much damage on his way out, not quite able to do anything of anything. Sejuani's existence.
But if he gets another cash and gets much more gold, he'll have it.
Oh, well, there's the Grand Challenge. I don't know how many options Dudu has here as Canna. That was just gorgeous.
Block him out.
Yeah, the lunge into the riposte so that he had actually nowhere to go. God, that was really well played by Canna. As Dudu pushes himself towards the wall.
This is, you know, we saw the gap between Deft and Envy. Okay, hold on.
Okay, here we go. Hextech Ultimatum comes in. There's the Nature's Grasp. Canna trying to get one back, but it's not going to work. The punishment is there.
Wait, they're so patient on this one. Canyon?
Yeah, getting closed in on. Chains are going to land. Max range. Great wild growth as well to keep Bulldog alive. Canyon is still up though. Taeyun having to get out of there because Deft does so much as the Whirling Death comes in. Deft is going to take matters into his own hands. And it's in fact Showmaker that gets the kill. Dudu going to be able to escape this time around, but for how long is the question? Riposte comes in, not going to be able to block the Hextech Ultimatum. He's getting healed for so much 1v3, but Quandong Freaks.
Whoa. And they don't get the Drake. They don't get the Drake either. Camille loses TP.
Oh, but there is a Glacial Prison. Twisted Advance is going to be the response as Deft immediately just kills Jun once again. Another catch in, like he just ordered it from a cafe or something like that. As Taeyun is going to be challenged. Canna is going to get over there. Oh, the flash has to be used, but it does. And that is great news. Rhyme unintentional. That's all right.
I don't know if they're really going to be able to punish him, though.
No. But they will know when he says that he wants to ult.
As, you know, you see Dudu goes mid to push the Fiora back. Now she's just going to escort super minions on the opposite side of the map.
Well, here's Bulldog's Nature's Grasp. There are just grasping hands absolutely everywhere as there's the Whirling Death. Jun once again very close to death. This time we'll survive.
Goal differences. Okay, hold on.
All right, we're going to go for the side lane. We're going to look for Canna. Grand Challenge does get issued, but looks like Dudu might be able to have this one. Bulldog's going to come in. That's going to help lock it down.
The
so Canna's dead. Teleport invested.
It just locked them out. Hold on to this inhibitor.
Yeah, Showmaker doing a lot of damage here. Deft as well. And they were able to lock down that first inhibitor. Stendo Beam onto Deft. Does a bit of damage there as Young Jay's going to get slowed down. Bulldog needs to be respected. So does Taeyoon. They are scary, but Young Jay's down extraordinarily low. In goes Canyon. Let's see whether they can actually find the fight. Nature's Grasp flying everywhere as Showmaker and Deft untouched so far. Dudu going to be the first to go down. Canyon, get over to the Grand Challenge circle as Taeyoon's trying to have a Zeri moment. Deft, can you get any damage? He gets knocked up the Winter Thrust. Oh my goodness, Showmaker dives in and manages to shut him down. Taeyoon can't do it. They are just that little bit too far ahead. But man, that was close. That was inches, and it 100% shouldn't be. D+ Kia will win this game. A little bit of a hiccup towards the end, but in the end, dominance.
I will agree with your assessment. I think you put it perfectly. You said floundering a little bit here on the close.
Very admirably, and it was a difficult composition to play out, right? Deft got multiple cash-ins at exactly the times that he wanted to, and you can see that, I mean, it wasn't really close at all throughout the majority of this game.
So every time that happens, LeBlanc has an opportunity to kill an Ashe or kill a Jhin in the back line, and who can stop Showmaker in this draft? If he is not far behind, he's going to have tons of blow-up potential here with the Luden's build.
Yeah, on LeBlanc for the second time this season. See how it goes here as we get into the Rift for Game 2.
Game 2 with the KT series, the Relic Shield. Okay, hold on.
Yep, there's a Flash Twisted Advance. This is another way to gank. Instead of staying in a brush for a minute, you just come into the lane and you kill them. And that is precisely what they're looking to do. But Dudu makes his way out. Never you mind.
Yep, just going to be a trade of ghosts here. Flash expended for Canyon, doesn't come up big with it. And on the bottom side here, you see the Spell Thief's Edge for Kellen, which means that he's just saying, we're going to be sitting under turret, we're going lethal tempo, we're not going to try to trade back the poke here against this Ashe, we're just going to weather the storm.
That you're talking about can be difficult as now Dudu going to go all out onto Canna here. This is going to be real tough for the Na to survive, and he's not going to. Top of the morning to you, sir. As first blood solo kill for Dudu. As we check out the solo kill once again. Just Cassandra.
Yeah, so dashes over, gets the knock up here behind Kana, that ults him back. Can, of course, just follow through here very easily. Kana, no way out of this one, unfortunately. And this lane is just continuing to just be paying dividends for Dudu. He's ulting again.
Yeah, he's ulting Canna. This one's underneath the turret this time. He does avoid the Q, though, as Dudu is real hungry for this one. Not going to get there. He's just coming back. He's going to find one more.
Bottom side, Canyon finally has ult, and he's coming over here for punish.
Yeah, Nature's Grasp now going to come down. There's the flash forward from Kellen. Taeyoon going to immediately cleanse as the Nature's Grasp connects onto the Ashe. He throws the arrow. Just don't think it's going to be enough. Deadly Flourish doesn't really work out. Chains of Corruption to continue it. This is the power of the Varus and the Maokai. D+ Kia there on the board.
Yeah, June there trying to sacrifice himself, and he playing it so well.
Yeah, Young Jay gets in. Arrow will connect. Oh, the Twisted Advance!
Sick dodge.
To avoid the arrow and then smites it away, but they're not out of dodge just yet. Canyon will be taken down. Deft trying to take control here. Dodges the first bullet. Not so lucky on the second. Bulldog comes on over. There's the flash, the arrow, the flash from Jun though, and then dodges the last one. Deft, you're pretty good at this game, my friend, as Young Jay now going to get snared up. Showmaker going to find the chains. Man, that was a really cool sequence of events. D+ Kia get to fight for Soul, and that'll provide them with a lot of control of this game. As Showmaker gets over, Young Jay takes a lot of damage. Another round of that from Showmaker, and then Young Jay not going to be able to offer too much.
There's that poke
as well, yeah. Yeah, and now without a turret, I don't know whether Canna could even stop this inhibitor from going down. So D+ Kia now without their Na, who wants to build up an Arbar to try and get some control here. Already Kwangdong Freaks have started this one off. It's beautifully orchestrated. The arrow is not going to land. The teleport now to come through from Bulldog as it attempts to be stopped, but he grabs a Gnarl, and there is the denial of the soul. Now Dudu going to get hit by those chains of corruption is now Bulldog. Can he get into that backline? Can he find it? There it is! Deft is going to get locked down, but immediately the Mikhails is in. The cleanse is there. And Young Jay now trying to run for his life. Dudu is so incredibly low. The team fight lasting forever, but honestly, the objective's already gone.
And it was significantly muted in this game so far, and you can see he's just catching waves here, not going to be able to put it on any pressure, but he can do more damage as
Oh, there's the chain CC. Canyon going to try and do what he can to CC everyone, but I think he might just die. Never mind. He's a 10 of flash. That's going to get him out. He's going to be all right. Okay, Bulldog finds the chains. Dudu comes on over as well. Callan, you can't be caught out like that.
Single target pick in this comp is amazing.
It's insane.
And Canyon, even though he's a tanky Maokai at the front, he's not that tanky when you have that much follow-up. And I feel like Youngjae played that exchange perfectly, and he has had Canyon's number all game long, a whole level up the whole time, chasing Canyon around the jungle, preventing his level 6. And after what Canyon shows in the last game, it feels like revenge.
Well, this is that really slow Baron that they are starting right now, but 4 versus 5. Their turn is terrifying. Showmaker dives forward, Jun, good flash. Gets him out of the way. No heal available either. As in goes Dudu once again, buying time, buying space. The Baron goes down. The Cassante does too. Now D+ gear. You have to kill everyone to try and deny this. You're already running out of turrets. That's a great disengage arrow, but you cannot disengage Showmaker. Once again, this turret's still here though.
Turret's still here at full health, and there's just no further chase. This comp is so good at chasing. It's caught a LeBlanc.
As Callan gonna have to run out of this one. A lot of auto attack damage being done here as Def turns it around. I'm casting in the picture-in-picture. It's quite difficult as now Canyon gets an Inspire Shield. Bulldog looking at the low health, 0 mana Deft, but can Canyon survive? The last bullet does not connect. The Nature's Grasp is going to come through. Canyon still just walking it out. Can he live? No.
He's grasped.
He was grasped.
More than an inhibitor is denying that Infernal Soul that Drake has now spawned. Good block here from Kellen. Look, intentional or not, it doesn't hit Deft, who isn't going to be able to turn this around with Chains of Corruption and Canyon's re-engage, but it's a trade of kills here with Baron buff up, and Quantum Freaks will happily take it.
Yeah.
I hope we don't watch this whole replay because there's a lot to discuss in live, but we're pushing. I guess we're going to do the whole thing.
Yeah, this was Canyon's very slow demise as the hands come out of the ground.
Another Zelda thing, you know, for us to talk about.
Yeah, there we go. And now Showmaker looking for a bit of a 1v1 onto Bulldog here. Can he turn it is the question as Canyon moves over. Half of his health bar, but remember, oh, Bulldog dashing forward. Distortions being traded.
Yeah. This is when you have enough damage to actually kind of outplay the Sylas because he can't hit you with chains and you can keep hitting him.
Well, Chains of Corruption does come in immediately. That's going to get cleansed as Canyon's diving on into the enemy team. He has a stopwatch, is going to use it, but can they take him down is the question. The answer is absolutely yes, as Def is going to be pulled out by Dudu. Does have the flash, tries to get out, but it's not going to be enough. And now Bulldog is going to dive on top of Canna. He'll be taken down. The Gnar secures the Sylas as Showmaker is at least still alive, but it's only him and Kellen that are left remaining.
Yep, they're going to be able to push down this inhibitor. Looks like Dudu with the teleport just wants to back with full health to end. Does get interrupted here on that back, so they're just going to try to push it in now. Not going for Baron, just trying to end this one right now. It's only Showmaker who can defend. He's got a lot of damage. He's got a stopwatch and a dream.
Yeah, well, we'll see whether this dream is going to be a Nightmare Wolf as the turret is getting taken down. My God, that interrupt was just gorgeous. And Dudu, give him the POG right now, Wolf. Write it down. This Cassante was ridiculous. Quandong Freaks are legit. We're going to game number 3.
Yeah,
and
we're there.
I mean, Jin picks up a win, but I don't know how much of it was about him. So much of it hinges on Dudu getting so much control towards that top side. And yeah, look at all this damage that Canyon, Showmaker, and Def did.
Doesn't matter if it doesn't kill.
Absolutely not.
What Dudu and Bulldog did, less than their damage, is their control of the map.
We've seen it attempted. Tristana used into it as Aurelion Soul rework has not come through.
Ooh, this is very interesting. It gives you great CC. It's a lot of damage in the longer fights where you sit on top of a Renekton who wants to run at you and a Kali who wants to run at you. But it is going to really struggle into Heimerdinger. It is going to really struggle into Sejuani, right? And the range of the Caitlyn can make this Swain's life miserable. Your Bulldog is going to have a lot of problems if he is the one, in fact, getting picked by all of that CC. He's going to have a Maokai to back him up. There's great front line here, and the follow-up damage is real on this Jin.
Maokai, who's been so popular. See how they can do up against D+ gear here in Game 3. Is a rough one. We don't see Caitlyn getting through drafts very often, right? So haven't had to talk about the Caitlyn Heimerdinger lane.
Relic Shield for June here as well, as getting a little bit more health back, trying to trade more aggressively as Youngjae comes down pre-6.
Yeah, okay, Deft and Kellen. Let's see whether they have to use their flashes to get out of this one. Deft doesn't just yet, but Kellen may just die. Jun taking a lot of damage. Deft looking for that one, but it's not going to happen. And Canna now actually able to get a push happening on that top side. Good net comes through. Taeyeon taking some damage for Youngjae here just to shepherd the minion wave.
Yeah.
Deft isn't able to get anything done.
There's just no ward.
Seems to be
No
working
further
out.
elaboration.
Yep, Young Jake going to move on up as let's see how many slices and dices Kana has to get out of this one. He is going to dominate. Alcove Gaming will ensue as he does have a lot of Fury charged up. There's the flash forward. Canyon moves in. There's the stun and Kana turns it. Redemption for the D+ Kia top laner. And Showmaker is now going to take down Dudu. Able to backflip his way back out, and the show doesn't stop there. Jun is now taking a lot of damage on the bottom side. Kwangdong Freaks in trouble here. D+ Kia, they can make those proactive plays.
That was such a long wraparound from Canyon there to save Kana. Gets over there and helps him out, and this is just the top lane being completely duped here. Youngjae and Dudu thinking they have an opportunity. Like you said, so much time bought by Kana. Redemption is real here. June.
Yeah, he's going to eat some honey fruit as Kellen, he's going to flash now. Tane's going to flash after him though. Couple more bullets available. A fourth one will pierce the Heimerdinger, and Deft, not enough damage to get too much back. There's the flash forward. Can he find it? Yes, he can. That's why you ban his
There's no flash,
ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Jun's not going to flash, but Youngjae is going to be there in order to block the ace in the hole. But still, yeah.
The Jin Maokai synergy we talked about.
Well, Kellen, Deadly Flourish is going to come in, but there's the Arctic Assault. And now, with this Nature's Grasp, let's see whether they can turn it. There's the flash to bring Youngjae over. But it's a great Bramble Smash, and look at all of the traps! They can't do anything about it! There we go, Jun taking the headshot. And D+ Kia turn it around. Showmaker is looking to clean this one up as well. Ace in the hole comes in. There's the flash forward. Lands the backflip. 5-point strike's good. And there's the perfect execution. Showmaker's Akali, always a joy. And there's the double kill.
It's just like, well, this is a double, man. This is free. Thank you so much. And Bulldog's like, this is not even my fault. I picked Swain, and maybe it's not going to be good in this draft, but it's not because I misplayed it.
Well, now we've got more fighting going on. Canyon's at full health. There's the flash forward from Kana. Looks for Taeyeon, but immediately cleanses. Is it going to be enough? The permafrost comes in. Nature's Grasp to be used is Youngjae. Very defensive on that one. And this is what we were talking about. Pick up your Caitlyn, put her...
The win conditions have all been missed, and so is the draft unplayable? Practically, but you have to just kind of sit back here and give the whole map over the D+ Kia, and that's going to be the second break they stack here. Very late in the game, but still, they will have that advantage.
It's once again Kwangdong Freaks taking these draft experiments that we saw them take into T1, right? Like doing the thing that you're definitely not allowed to do. As Dudu is going to fight Kana here. Canyon in the area, permafrost available, and Kellen is going to be gifted the kill. He's the one with range. He's going to pick it up. And what I was going to say is they do the things that have been illegal, right? Which is leaving Ashe up. Varus Ashe for T1. Also another thing that Kwangdong Freaks did into Scaria. Definitely a problem as Redemption for Showmaker. He finds it. That one was a little bit more perfect.
Yep, that one was definitely perfect.
Yeah. And Deft is like by himself.
Where's Shirelius
trying to hold on as Kellen throws a grenade. Peacemaker doesn't quite land there as Canyon. He's set up. Oh, they go on a journey. The Glacial Prison's fantastic. Showmaker, I think there was a Swain there, but I can't quite remember because he disappeared so quickly. A double kill immediately as the Karma also just gets eviscerated. In goes Kana. He's going to help topple the tree. Probably used his chainsaw for that one, so thematically that kind of works out. As now the Drake is going to be taken. They're not very good at putting out fires. Well, it's not how it goes. As he's going to try. Okay, Nature's Grasp comes in. One last chance, one last opportunity. The damage looks so high, though, as Bulldog, he goes into his Zhonya's, but he's immediately going to get taken down. As soon as you press that button, those traps, they start coming down. Dudu now just getting shot as Deft is just escorting them out of here. Another inhibitor turret goes, and I just think D+, the wallet diff is way too high right now.
There's a big wallet diff. It's a huge one. And I mean, there's so much to say about this game, but we might have to wait a little bit longer because these turrets are falling.
Oh, that's a great Arctic Assault to avoid Dudu getting the counter-strike on everyone. He's going to dive once more on top of Deft. It's not really going to do too much. His canon's relatively low. They're going to escort all of these minions with the Baron buff.
Bulldog,
30 seconds left. Bulldog, 10 seconds time.
He's got his Rylai's from the Death Chamber.
Well, Dudu is going to try and look for something more, but he backs away. No counter-strike value to be found.
Those cannon minions doing so much work.
Yeah, the trebuchets have been set up. As there's an ulti from Canyon. Not a lot of follow-up here from D+ Kia. As in goes Showmaker. Can he get into his shroud in time? The answer is no. He just gets popped by Taeyeon. That was a slight overextension, maybe a bit of added pizzazz they didn't.
Where was he when he died? Right where I said.
And now D+K have to be wary of this flank. Dudu dives on top of Depth, but he moves out of the way. He's got the Gale Force, he's got so much, and once again, he's under no threat. Cannon's gonna get pulled back by the Never Move. There are minions destroying your base.
Yeah, this is the tragedy of Kwangdong in this third game, and they're trying so hard, and it's just not enough.
Yeah.
It's just not enough. Doesn't matter how low the health bars are. Doesn't matter how.
Kind of defined by not banning Caitlyn.
Yeah. Which is why I think Deft is going to get my POG.
Yeah, because you give him this pick and generally they just win. As now D+K are pushing forward. No Nexus turrets are left alive. There is one stray inhibitor turret done, still up here on the bottom side of the map, but that is about it as Canyon is super tanky. Just moving forward, in goes Canna. Let's see whether we can finish off this game. Gordrinker gets so much value. Like you say, he's got the GA available. As now the flashes are coming forward. Kellen's looking for even more. It's a double kill for Def. Will you give him the Penta? Or will you just give him your Nexus? Is sort of the trade here that we're asking for. They give him the Nexus. D+K walk away with a 2-1. Yeah.
We kind of led into this at the beginning of this series, but you walk away with anything but a 2-0 here as D+ trying to recover from that loss early in the week, and you don't feel great. But I think the game 2 is going to be a sour taste in your mouth for days to come, and you're going to have to mentally recover. I think Kana did very well in this game.
Thank you very much, guys. This is Jisun for the POG interview joined by Showmaker, Canyon the Classic, D+Kia duo. Congratulations, guys. You guys just beat Kwangdong Freaks, Showmaker. This is your first POG of the split, and you had your 400th game of the LCK. Yeah, today was my 400th game at the LCK. I had no idea, but I'm so glad that I was able to get POG on a special day like this. What about you, Canyon? Me too. I'm so happy that we won, and I'm glad that we were able to stop our losing streak and rebuild our momentum. And Canyon, let's get back to game number 1. A very long time ago though, the entire rift was in your hand. It was your oysters and you were just controlling the map all by yourself early on. Was that your kind of setup and decision making in the early game? Well, I mean, that's like what junglers do, you know? You have a lot of communications with your laners and take a look at the map and keep just going for the best path. And this is the best path we have ever seen on Maokai. It feels like you read it like a book. You knew, like as if you knew Sejuani will be rotating top. This could have been pretty risky considering the amount of time you spent in that rush. So we had a very volatile matchup on the top lane, so I was expecting an early gank from Sejuani, and also had my ward around the Raptors as well, which kind of gave me all the info that he's passing towards top. And Ghost also complemented this, you know, performance and game setup as well. So would you like to say anything back to Ghost? Hey Ghost, I'm so happy that you made jokes about me, a pun. You know, I like it, and thank you for your support. I really mean it. And Showmaker, we had Jace mid in game number 2. Jace has become a very kind of popular pick in both mid and top lane. What is the most important thing when it comes to playing Jace in lanes? So Jace top is really strong in lane, but Jace mid is so weak, you know? I don't know why, but he's way weaker in lane on the mid lane. So you have to take a closer look into the champion matchup if you want to play him in mid lane. And in game 2, Nart to Ghost. Do you know any idea about it? Like game was loading and then I saw Ghost. So I was like pinging his Ghost, and then Kana was like, oh, I actually forgot. I was like changing my runes and he didn't change his spell. Why do you think you guys failed to, you know, win game number 2? What went wrong? I was not able to create the setup that I kind of wanted, so I think the opponent was in favor in game 2. And Showmaker, what did you guys focus on heading into game 3?
최대한 조합 밸런스 신경 썼던
We
것 같고
mostly focused on the balance of our
후반전은
comp,
우리가 유리하다라는
and
마인드로 했던
we
것
always kept in mind that our late game is way better and stronger.
했던 픽을 한번 살펴보면요.
So game 3, you played Akali,
지난번 젠지 경기에서는
and in the previous Genji series, in the Genji Swain matchup, you played Swain, but today you were on the Akali side. So now that you played both sides, could you break down the champion matchup, Akali versus Swain on the mid lane, or any ideas or opinion about it?
스웨인이 초반에는 되게
I mean,
편한데
Swain got through a lane really easily early on, but Kenyon did a great job covering for me, so I was able to burn his close twice. So I was having a great edge in lane, and it was all right after that. And we also saw Caitlyn getting through after such a long time. Did you see that coming?
또 캐틀로 되게 유명해서
I'm in depth. His Caitlyn, everyone knows about it. So I was expecting it to be permabanned, but it was let through, so it was so reliable. Depth, his cupcakes, or the location, the positioning was so good. And your next opponent will be KT Roaster, guys. And now this is gotta be the winning streak momentum for D plus Kia. So how are you going to participate in that series?
KT 오늘 뭐지? 전
KT, I think they played earlier today, right?
잘하더라고요.
And they did great.
저희도 준비 잘해서
So we will do our best to prepare for that and get the win. And Showmaker,
이제 연패 끊어가지고
we just ended our losing streak, so we will keep working hard, prepare for the series in order to start off another winning streak. And this will be the end of the interview from Kenyon Showmaker, and I'm gonna pass it back to the space. Thank you.